Hello, welcome. Angie here. Today's practice is going to be a little different. We're going to do a restorative practice. It's going to be it'll be a mix between restorative and yin. So if you have anything that you need to go get to set up for a comfy space, please do. So go ahead and pause and grab what you need, maybe a block or bolsters or a blanket. Definitely a blanket if you have one. If you don't have a bolster, maybe just a pillow from your bed will do, or from your couch, something that you can just hug and grab onto. If you would like to grab some Palo Santos, something, incense, something to burn just to kind of activate the senses. Maybe you have some essential oils, something that can root you in sense of smell, which is earth element, so it's going to be very grounding. Maybe grab a cup of tea. Mine is right here. I'll grab it as well. And what else? Maybe a journal. If you want to journal, so when we wrap up, you can, write some stuff down, things that maybe came to you in the practice. And we'll get started on our backs. So, option 2, take a bolster or a blanket or a pillow. If it's the blanket, roll the blanket, and then we're gonna align the back of the bolster to the low back. And option for legs, you can keep them like Sukhasana, legs crossed, or send them long. I'm going to take my legs long today. And then I'm going to lean back on the bolster or on the pillow or the blanket. And I like to lift my hips and tuck them up and then set them down. Allow the arms to fall open. Palms face up. Restorative practices are meant to do just that. They're meant to restore. So we will find stillness today. There will be long moments of silence for you to just be with yourself and sink deeper into your own practice. Sit with yourself, observe, feel, and be kind to yourself. Notice what thoughts may arise. And if there are things coming up that are uncomfortable to sit with, can you not shame yourself for having them? Have a little compassion. Allow yourself to be held by the floor and the props beneath you, by the earth. If you want a little bit more, you can always take the feet together, let the knees fall out wide for a reclined Supta Baddha Konasana. Option to take blocks under the knees just for some added support here. And whichever variation you take, we'll be here for a few moments, a few minutes, just to settle in. Maybe it feels good to take the feet wide and let the knees knock in towards the center, creating a little tent with the knees. So if you're here for this practice, you're probably feeling exhausted and tired and maybe a little burnt out or worn thin. So use this time to give yourself this really productive rest. Allow every muscle in the body to let go, to soften. If you find yourself tensing or gripping or getting caught up in the thoughts, bring your awareness to your breath. Just notice the breath and try to breathe as if there was a feather, a little tiny feather under the nose. And we're trying not to disturb it. So when you inhale, can you inhale so softly that the feather remains still? And when you exhale, it remains in place. We're not blowing it away. Long, steady breaths in and out. Soften the face, unclench the jaw. Begin to prepare your body for some movement. Gently begin to press ourselves up, coming on top of the sits bones, crossing the legs, sitting in Sukhasana, then crawling the hands forward, coming into this Sukhasana fold. Maybe a block under the forehead feels really nice. Adding an extra layer of support. And if you notice that the hips are like rolling off the ground here, maybe you crawl the hands in a little bit more and you don't fold quite as much, keeping the hips anchored down without effort. Again, notice where the tendencies are to tense up or hold tension. Unclench the jaw, soften the belly, space between the eyebrows. All right, lift the torso up. And then we're going to just switch our feet. So if the left leg was on top, put the left leg on the bottom. And then folding forward again here. Maybe a gentle massage of the third eye on the block feels really nice. Gently rocking the forehead side to side. Maybe stillness is what you need today. Maybe you're watching this before you're going to bed. If you are, I encourage you to try to keep the eyes closed if that feels okay. Keeping the gaze inward. Move slow. Begin to press yourself up. From here, we'll inhale both arms up overhead, reaching high. Exhale, left hand comes to the mat, the right arm reaches over, just taking a gentle stretch through the right side body. Inhale to gaze up. Exhale to gaze down. Inhale guides you back up through center. And then exhale, right hand to the mat. Left hand reaches over. Inhale to gaze up. Exhale to gaze down. Inhale, guides you through center, reach up. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale to sit the spine tall. Exhale to twist. Inhale, arms through center. Exhale, twisting to the right. Sit tall, breath in. Exhale to twist. Inhale through center, reach up. Exhale, palms come to the knees, round the spine, coming in for a seated cat. Take an extra round of breath here. Breathe into the space behind the heart. Exhale it out the mouth. Inhale, pull the heart forward, gaze up. Extra round of breath here. Inhale. Exhale out the mouth. Breath in. Exhale to round. A few slow and controlled seated cat-cows at your own pace. Inhale the chest forward. Exhale back. Good. Sit the spine nice and tall. We'll take the left ear to the left shoulder. And then the left hand to the right side of the neck. Bringing in our sense of touch here. Sense of touch is directly connected to the heart chakra. activating some compassion, some love, some care, some nurturance for ourselves today. Feeling around, noticing where there's any tightness, and just gently applying a little pressure, maybe taking some gentle circles with the fingers. And maybe we just allow the heat from the hands to be a supportive hold here. Inhale the head through center. Exhale, right ear to right shoulder. And when you're ready, bring that right hand to the left side of the neck for some loving touch. Some support. Inhale the head through center. Take a few circles of the head here, big circles. Move slow, breathe. Coming back through center. We will set up for a supported child's pose here. So if you have pillows, now is your time to get it. I also encourage the blanket under the knees, just for a little cushion, So this will be a little bit more yin, I would say, because child's pose isn't necessarily easy. Maybe if you have the availability for it, then it might be easy, but it's not always easy. So a little bit more yin, working into the hips. And we're sitting the hips back onto the heels and walking the arms forward and allowing our torso to come to a block or a bolster, or maybe you have a bolster set up on 2 blocks. That's a little ramp. And you're sort of hugging the prop. And we'll be here for a few minutes. So allow yourself to settle in. And notice what it feels like in your body to find stillness. Is there resistance there? Is there ease? And if you're finding yourself resisting, can you, we'll say, reassure yourself that you being here is productive. You taking some intentional time for yourself is just creating more space within you to show up better, to show up, maybe better is not the word, but to show up more full, more energized. We can't pour from an empty cup. And if this child's pose, this more yin posture is a little bit too much for you right now, then I'll invite in a supportive down dog. So not sure if that's the actual name of it, actually. That's just what I've heard it been called before. So we'll take the bolster or the blanket under the hips. You can stay in child's pose as well. I'm just going to demo this for those that might want something more restorative. Pillow under the hips, palms stack, forehead comes down. This feels really good, especially if you are menstruating, if you have cramps or some belly pain. Begin to prepare for some movement. If you're in child's pose or in this supportive down dog, press yourself up into a tabletop. Then we'll come onto our heels, set the props aside, and then just swing the legs out to the side. We're going to come into this like 90-90 legs. So if the right leg is in front of you, the right knee is in line with the right hip, the right ankle is in line with the right knee. The left knee is in line with the left hip, the left ankle is in line with the left knee. Feet are flexed. We're going to sit tall here and then rotate over the right leg. Grab your props, your bolsters, blocks, pillow. And we're just going to hug this bolster and allow the torso to fall down towards the ground. Supported deer. Soften the belly. Unclench the jaw.
And notice if the left glute is turned on or the leg is active or the right glute or the thigh. See if you can soften. Begin to lift the torso up. Take that prop with you. Bring it to the other side of the mat as your legs switch sides. So now we're left leg forward, 90-90. So check in with your alignment here. Sit up nice and tall. That right hip is going to kind of anchor down towards the ground. And then pull your props to the left side of the left leg. Allow the torso to twist. And then come down maybe onto the forearms. Allow the head to rest on the back of the hands. Soften the legs, relax the feet. Release the belly. Just scanning up the body, noticing where there's tension still and inviting in ease. Inhale. Allow yourself to come back up. And then we'll just windshield wiper the legs side to side here. All right. From here, we'll come to a seat. And we're going to do a few rounds of Nadi Shodhana to close off the practice before Shavasana. So Nadi Shodhana is alternate nostril breathing. It's meant to balance the left and right hemispheres of the brain. Very calming for the nervous system. So we'll do Vishnu Mudra on the right hand. So that means pointer finger, middle finger to palm, ring finger, pinky finger extended, thumb extended. If this is inaccessible for you, you can just take these two fingers
on the third eye and use the ring finger and the thumb to plug the nose. Otherwise, we'll breathe in, breath out the nose, clear everything out. Plug the right nostril with the thumb and inhale through the left. Plug the left nostril with the ring finger and exhale through the right. Inhale, right. Plug right, exhale left. Slow breath, controlled. Inhale left. Noticing the spaces between the inhales and the exhales. Plug the left, exhale right. Inhale right. Plug right, exhale left. Keep going. Inhale left, slow and controlled. Notice the space, the pause at the top. Exhale right. Noticing the space in between. Inhale right. Plug right, exhale left. Inhale left, spine remains tall. Plug left, exhale right. Inhale right. Plug right, exhale left. Inhale left. Plug left, exhale right. Inhale right. Plug right, exhale left. Last round, ending on the left. Inhale left. Plug left, exhale right. Inhale right. Plug right, exhale left. Drop the hands to the tops of the thighs. Palms up if you're feeling more open to receiving. Palms down if you're needing a little more grounding. And just observe. Option to
stay here in meditation or come to Shavasana lying on your back. Support yourself however feels good. Maybe you cover up with a blanket. Maybe you put the bolster under the knees or the blanket or a pillow under the knees or even blocks, just to take some pressure off the low back. Maybe it feels good to have one hand on the belly and one hand on the chest, again with this sense of touch. So we've activated earth with smell and heart, which is air element, with our sense of touch. So the theme here is grounding and love. Not to be corny, but we are. This is an act of love to show up for ourselves in this way, to allow ourselves to move slow, to be gentle, to maybe give a little massage, to take some few deep breaths. And to allow ourselves to rest. So I'll leave you here in Shavasana. Take your time. Give yourself as much time as you need. Maybe you fall asleep here. That's okay. And I hope you sleep well if you're going to bed, or you enjoy your day feeling a little bit more rested. And we will see you next time.